Hey everyone, it's Shanille Rose. Now, as you may know, 21 Pilots is my all-time favorite band, and they are coming out with their 6th studio album very soon, Scaled and Icy, so I wanted to make predictions for each track. So yeah, let's jump right into it. The first track on this album is Good Day. Now, my take on this is it could be one of two things. It could be a statement like, this is a good day, or it could be a greeting like, good day, sir. Now, this is also the opener song for the album, so I think it's going to be one of their more notable songs. Their last 2 albums started with Heavy Dirty Soul and Jumpsuit. They're all very instrumentally heavy and strong songs, and they're also their concert openers, so I feel like Good Day might also follow that kind of precedent that the other 2 songs have set. I think this song will also introduce a lot of new concepts relating to Dima, relating to the whole storyline as the opener might, similar how Jumpsuit did for Trench and how it kind of introduced that storyline. I feel like Good Day will also do the same, and I feel like it might have some pretty cool rap in it too, similar to Morph off of Trench. It'll just kind of have a lot of that introduction for the storyline and the concepts. The next 2 songs, Choker and Shy Away, have already been released, so I'm just gonna move past those. The next song on this album is The Outside, and I think The Outside might have something to do with being outside the Bishop's control or outside Dima's control. We see this a lot in the Trench music videos, but also in the Choker music video where it seemed like Josh was under some sort of outside control. We don't know if he was on the evil side or the good side protecting Tyler. There's a lot of theories on both sides, but I feel like this song, The Outside, will talk about being on the outside of the influence of the Bishops. I feel like it might also have a connection to the song Leave the City, which is the last song on Trench. As the lyrics say, in time, I will leave the city. For now, I will stay alive. And it's sort of implying that when he's leaving the city or after he's outside of it, he won't have to really struggle for his survival anymore. And maybe that's what this song is about, being outside of the city. I also feel like this might be one of my favorite songs, and if it's upbeat and in a minor key, maybe. More villainy kind of song, as AJR would say. The next song on this album is Saturday. Some of you guys may know that Josh said that this is actually his favorite song on the album as of recently. And my theory on this is that this might actually be a song about Debbie, because for the last 2 albums, Tyler has been married, and ever since he got married, he's put a song on both Blurryface and Trench dedicated to his marriage with Jenna. And this is the first album that 21 Pilots is releasing where Josh has been married to Debbie. And so I feel like if there were to be a song dedicated to her, then it would make sense that Josh would say that this would be his favorite song. Now, Josh also hasn't really sung on the albums that we know of, so that also might be kind of off in my predictions, but maybe he plays the trumpet, maybe he does something a little different. I know there's some videos or pictures on Instagram of Josh playing the piano with Tyler. Whether or not that's actually something that we can expect or if it's just kind of a joke kind of post to make people laugh, I don't know, but that's just my thoughts. I think that Saturday might have something to do with Debbie or love or romance or something like that. The next song is Never Take It, and that kind of makes me think of the transaction of if something is given to you, never take it. If it's something negative from the Bishops or if it's like a Trojan horse kind of gift, you just never take it. I have a feeling this song might be a little percussion heavy on the bass line too. I feel like it's gonna be one of those deep groovy songs that I personally am really going to enjoy. And we also know that in quarantine, Tyler has spent a lot of time learning how to play electric guitar, so I feel like this might be one of the songs that would showcase that particular skill. Who knows, we might even expect a sick guitar solo somewhere in this song or just in this album. Next song on the album is Mulberry Street, and I actually think that this might be the song on the album that Tyler has dedicated to his relationship with Jenna. Mulberry Street is actually a real place in Ohio, and since Tyler met Jenna because a guy that he went to high school with, that guy's sister-in-law was Jenna, and so they met through that. So it's pretty likely that they met in Ohio, and if it just so happens to be they met on Mulberry Street or they had their first date there or something significant around that location, I don't know, it feels like the title just sounds like one of those sweet kind of songs that would have significance. I don't know if I'm thinking of Growing Old on Bleecker Street by AJR, but that's what kind of reminds me of, and I feel like this song might be the song, like the Tear in My Heart or Smithereens. This song might be Mulberry Street for Jenna. The next song on the album is Formidable, and the word itself means having so much power that you kind of create that fear, or I guess respect around you, where it's kind of like the power or control that Blurryface or Tyler's anxiety would have over him. I feel like this might be one of their darker songs, possibly like Neon Gravestones off of Trench. Maybe not a lot of percussion or drum heavy stuff in this song, but maybe even having a deeper rap section that's fully dedicated, kind of like Isle of Flightless Birds, where the verses are just a lot of rap, but you can hear a lot of the emotion in Tyler's voice, and he's kind of telling a story, and I feel like this is kind of what this song might be about. The next song on this album is Bounce Man, and every time I hear this title, I always think of the fake leak that went out. It was like the bounce man, over the top, and I can't get that out of my head every time I hear it, so I'm excited to hear the real version of the song. But I literally cannot figure out or make a solid good prediction of what this song might mean. The term bounce man almost sounds like it would have a kind of kids theme, and so maybe it has something to do with Rosie, maybe it has to do with one of her favorite toys or something she says a lot, or just kind of the journey. I feel like it'll be one of those, like the instrumental of this song would be a good Animal Crossing track. So yeah, I really have no idea with this one, but maybe if I were to guess, it would have something to do with his relationship with his daughter, Rosie. The next song on the album is called No Chances, and I feel like this could either be one of two things, either being about not having any more chances to recover from something, or not giving any more chances to someone else. For some reason, I also feel like this will be one of the songs with a happier vibe, even though the lyrics themselves might be pretty deep. I feel like it'll be something kind of like Legend, and I know I'm comparing to Trench a lot, but Trench was a really solid album with a really good storyline, and so because I know Scaled and Icy follows a continuation of that storyline, I feel like it's fair to make those comparisons between the songs. But yeah, overall, I just feel like this song would kind of carry on that happy kind of melody, even though the lyrics might be a little bit darker. If I had to guess, I would say that it would be giving no more chances to the anxiety or his struggles that he talks about. In this case, Blurryface maybe, but just how there are no more opportunities for Blurryface to have control of him, or he's not giving it any more chances to do that. And I feel like it might just have a little bit of a more simpler melody and not so complex, like I said, kind of like Legend. But I'm also really excited to hear this song and see how they portray this. The last track on the album is called Redecorate, and this made me think of trauma or something bad that happens to you, because what do you do when something horrible happens in your life and everything kind of changes? You know, to cope, sometimes you change your environment. You switch up the things around you. You redecorate. Their more recent albums end with songs like Truce, and these are sad songs. Truce, Leave the City, Goner, all very emotional songs. And so they're the kind of band that I feel like would also end this album on a more sad, or at least a bittersweet song. And I feel like this redecoration might be Tyler readjusting his life after leaving Dima, or leaving the city. That's what Trench ended on. And so maybe he has left the city, but now he has to redecorate his life around him. And yeah, in a way, I feel like that would be bittersweet for him. Because in this case, Tyler would be leaving the grasp of Dima, of Blurryface, whatever he's leaving. And it's almost a case of Stockholm Syndrome in this sense, where now he's gone and he almost misses the loss of control that he had within the realm of the bishops and within Dima. And so that's why I feel like it'll be more of a bittersweet song. That being said, I don't think Tyler can ever say that he fully escaped whatever he's running from, because the things that he says that he's dealing with are kind of lifelong battles, and so he's always working towards getting further away from him. But I think in the sense of this storyline, that's what it would kind of have to do with. All right, that concludes my predictions for this album. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know if you have any other opinions on what these songs might mean, or if there's any song in particular that you're really looking forward to hearing. Yeah, that's all for this video. Stay safe as always, please get enough sleep tonight, and I will see you guys in the next one.